Hello and welcome to the UX Pros Unmoderated, the most unusual talk show ever. Our guest has received an unmoderated test created in the most suggested user testing platform Sharewell. The test includes questions we have received from you previously. He will also test one product that you proposed. Let's meet our first guest. This is Marcis Mikelsons Germs, a co-founder of the Cube agency. Over the years, he has gained experience working with leading Baltic companies and brands, such as Remi, Seb, Electrum, Vershi, Ergo, and Circle K. He plans and supervises the design and development of digital products and experiences for large and small businesses regularly. Now, when you've been introduced to the rules of this weird talk show and also been introduced with our guest, let's begin. Enjoy.
So, hello. Marcis, we are very impressed by your work. He's working in the UX industry, always has been a part of your plans, or did it hit you at some time? Tell us your story. How did you become user experience expert? And no, it was not planned. I started Cube along with my partners already, in 2004. I guess, and at that time I was a Flash animator. I made banners. That was my thing, and what I did in this company, and but we grew. We started to do websites, so I had to know something since I was like the animation guy and knew something about the design. So I also took part in these designing websites. And then, of course, there were other guys who were better than me in like visual design, and I was kind of for a long time like the main animator in the company. But at some point, I was involved more and more into these web designs, and then it kind of like naturally dragged me into like solving more and more complex, let's say, tasks design-wise, and that's how I got into this UX design, which at the time I also didn't know that there was a term for this. But yeah, we tried to do like the design, some of design thinking methods to while working on our projects and tasks with our clients. So like prototyping and getting some feedback from the users, stuff like that. So that's how I turned into like designer who's working in user experience. And no, it was not like planned that I want to be that guy. It's just came naturally. Next question. So, what do you wish you'd known before pursuing a UX design career? I'm kind of a person who likes to, let's say, experiment. Meaning that there are some people that really likes the academic side, so like to study how stuff works and then execute it. I'm more of like a doer, and sometimes I'm the best learning is by doing something, and that implies failing a lot. So at some point, at some fails, I wish that I've known some theory better small knowledge about different methods and different theories. Yeah, I would say that it's something like that. Do your family and friends understand what you're doing? How do you explain what your team does to others? Well, yes, my family understands. My friends, some do, some does not. So I introduce always myself as I'm a designer, and I design like digital experiences or web pages for people that's easier to understand. My kids think that I work with a computer, and my son, who is 7 years old, he is like constantly asking me to like make video games, which I'm telling him this is not what I do, and it's a lot more complicated, but yeah, he thinks that I'm able to do that. Okay, so what do you answer when someone asks, why does customer experience matter? No one really asks this question anymore. And there was some time ago that it was like, why we need to do this? But people understand, like the clients, that understand pretty well the whole idea. There's maybe questions about different methods or steps that we do. Why do we need to do this? But like the whole idea of working on improving customer experience, I think it's out of question nowadays. What's the most common mistake you see businesses make? Arrogance, well, meaning that let's say we do some kind of a research and there is a findings, well, like the user research, there is some findings that clearly says that, what people think of it. And then there are companies that still, if you got like this research and evidence that says like, oh, okay, yeah, but we know better than them. And that is something that is really hard to find, because like they think, okay, yeah, well, that's obvious what they say, but we know better that we need to do it like this, so we don't lose money or etc. So, and not willing to. Well, sometimes it's because of the budget, which is not there for those activities, but that goes like deeper into like the culture of the company. What's the most unusual or even weird thing that a client has asked you or your team to do? Okay, I have one story that's maybe not weird, but let's say unusual. That yeah, well, we were working on this redesign of some the ecom website, and when the site was like ready to launch, and when it was launched, the client asked to somehow restrict the orders because they were like experiencing, let's say, unusually more orders than before, and they couldn't. They literally couldn't handle like delivering them, and they asked somehow I do something to restrict people from ordering or products. So that was like unusual thing, which is kind of with a positive, let's say, positively unusual. I I haven't thought about this, like which would be my dream fulfillment. The thing that I like about like working in this agency format is that I got to work with different teams that has like different experiences, different backgrounds, and different knowledge about what this like the whole design thinking thing is. And projects where we work with are, I think, those who you have, which is not like the classic, some big corp that are selling some gadgets or something, but something like NGO or governmental projects that have like this, that where you don't have to like literally sell some, I'm not saying nonsense, but some goods. So, where you like change something in a society, that's I think uh, kind of better energy for those projects. Projects are you most proud of? What projects am I most proud of? So, well, yeah, we are like the latest. I would, yeah, probably call some of the latest stuff we worked with Remy Baltic team, where we started a few years ago, or a collaboration of we're first working on a like public website, and then there was this like sudden task of launching e-com in 1 year. So that was also really intense, and a really interesting process, which like the merge on many different tasks later on that we are currently approaching and trying to, let's say, learn together with them how if our like projects and this tasks that we do become like more complex, and how to approach them, and how to get along with that. So yeah, Remy would be like one of those that we spend really much energy here within Cube. So another one of the latest that we worked with was SAB Baltic website redesign project. Which was also a really interesting experience for us. Got a lot of work with many different people from the SCB side, and really, let's say, a lot of stakeholders, and really like different perspectives on how people see their like products and customers and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we did a good job of getting this new platform up and running. Which, in your opinion, are qualities needed for a person to work in your team? You have to know how to listen to what others say, whether those our client is like giving feedback on your work, or whether those are, I don't know, user tests that expose some of imperfections of your work. So, and you have to be open to those comments, even they like suggest that yeah, you've done something wrong. But you have to be able to understand, okay, that this kind of to digest it and turn it into the like improvement of what you do. So I think that is the most important, let's say, yeah, correct quality. And yeah, I think that's the main one. Yeah, everything else can be maybe it's easily to learn, but yeah, this is kind of like when you're like, if you're emotionally not ready, then yeah, it would uh, end up ugly. I think that's the main one. Yeah, everything else can be maybe it's easily to learn, but yeah, this is kind of like when you're like, if you're emotionally not ready, then yeah, it would uh, end up ugly.
Marci, one of our followers, has a webpage and he would like to know your thoughts. Click on the link below and tell us what your first impression is.
Okay, let's do it. Imperiumnet promo.com. Okay. So yeah, what we see here is it's something to do with the event. Get ready to go viral. Don't for you music promotions campaigns go viral. So Okay, this is the first message that I'm getting, so I'm not really understanding what the, let's say, product or service is. So then there is like a banner that says 10% off any promotion with code. Okay, that's good, but what is this thing about? So I have to scroll to understand. Laser target promotions, let the best fans find you. Laser target, okay. What was that? Laser, okay. Maybe I will understand later. 10 Clay Plus successful campaigns and counting, great support. Oh, we're here for you. Not your average music promotion company. Okay. Oh, so this is a music promotion company. We get your music heard. Perfectly tailored campaigns, laser targeting. Laser targeting is like laser tagging. And years of experience. That is what makes Imperium the best choice when it comes to music promotion. Get ready to go viral. The go viral thing is maybe as I'm not a musician, so maybe that would be better understandable if I would be, but yeah, I'm not sure what the intention of this go viral, and yeah, it's with the capital letters, go viral. So there's, again, that's so Spotify promotion. We pitch your music to the best curators, SoundCloud promotion. Okay, that's more, now it's more understandable what this thing is. Shop now. Okay, you can shop it. Are you ready to accelerate your music career? Huge Spotify promotion. Okay, some products. Okay, customer reviews. Okay, wouldn't read that. Subscribe to our newsletter. Receive weekly releases, offers, guides, and more. So what would be weekly releases? Don't know. And then there's a menu, search, disclaimer, affiliate program, blogs, and etc. Nothing. Yeah, so kind of. And then there's a disclaimer. We are not affiliated, associated, authorized, endorsed by any Spotify. Okay, I don't have to deal with any of them. Okay, I don't know if it matters for me at this point, but probably. And then there's menu. Okay, Imperium network. Okay, so and then there's menu and there's home and all kind of pro Spotify radio promo, TikTok promo. Okay, let's say TikTok promo. Oh, great. Where should I start? TikTok influencer campaign. 75k plus followers, quantity, and limited offer. This is signaling me that it's not really serious, like that I have a 1 hour to something like 50% off. I would question why. It's like a cheap marketing trick. Free bonus Spotify promotion includes value. Such okay, yeah, I understand that. That's like that. This is really good deal. So everything suggests that. And yeah, well, the visual design of this is not easy to digest. So many font sizes and not really clear where to start, like digesting this information. So that's one thing. A lot of bonuses, like there's like 50% off, $70 included, then there's like 10% off still at this top bar. So, and then there's again something like, don't really understand how much is the discount. Maybe you should be more clear on that. And then there's a bundle even that I can save on. That's good. And these, okay, I get that Visa, Apple Pay, and Amex, they're recognizable. And there is some checklist. Complete TikTok, leverage the extreme power. Now, this is maybe good to have these steps, but probably would work on the copyright so that it's more understandable. Okay. I wouldn't want to go through those like content. But so yeah, well, the first impression is it's not really clear about what the product is. Should state it like more precisely. This is like kind of like emotional. Let's go viral, but yeah, in my case, where I just clicked on some unknown link, so it's confusing for me what this is about. If you probably came from a like well explained banner, then could be better, but still, yeah. Laser target promotions. I never heard of term laser target promotions, so I'm questioning what it is. But yeah, from this point, it gets more understandable what happens. Those are my impressions. Next. What do you think they do? What do they offer? Oh, okay. Sorry, I already did that. Imperium Network would like to improve its product pages and improve the conversion rates. What would you suggest? Okay, conversion rate. Well, I would say that for me, I'm trying to step into the musician's shoes. So explaining the product, get your music to 10,000 radio stations, and then just what should I do? Buy one for $70, guaranteed 1-3 placements. Well, it's not quite clear what are placements and what are those 10,000 radio stations, and what I think explaining the product would be helpful to get that click on add to cart. Maybe it's down there, but yeah, it's. I think it should be like more on top, because yeah, there's like a lot of promotions. I don't even understand what the product is, and that there's those bundles. It doesn't help me at all in making decisions. So yeah, probably explaining the product is the key. Click next and let's continue. Okay, what is your favorite app or a website from UX point of view and why? My favorite. So if I had to like compare, so well, for example, there are like different map apps, right? The Apple Map, Google Map, and Waze, something. So for me, the Google Map works the best for my needs. So I had to find like some like addresses or like explore the places around. So, but yeah. So this is, I think, regarding like if you look at this one category, so that would work for me the best. Is it like my favorite app? Absolutely not. I'll be happy that I shouldn't use it at all. Yeah, and there's not like app that I use just because there are good UX. I think there's some kind of need for me to use. What are your trend predictions in the UX design this year? Trend predictions. I don't do that kind of stuff. Just, I don't know, keep iterating. Yeah, I don't really look at trends. They're like kind of useless. Every time the same VR, AR, like big data or whatever. Yeah, so I'm not really into that thing on trends. Sorry. What topics are not spoken enough in UX? Like the actual data on results for our work that we do. We usually don't have access to, for example, if we do some kind of project which is like launched and then we don't have access to some, let's say, data analytics data, business data. So I would say probably also in larger organizations it could be the same, that you can't like access and see the impact of your work from the business side, because that's, if you have those results from how your work impacts business, that's a major thing where you can like continue to like expand like this design thinking ideology across the company, and if it really brings results, and if it doesn't, so you can try to figure out what to improve. So yeah, I think the data on the business data, for me, that's this like not spoken enough for obvious reasons. Thank you for being part of this session. Please rate how do you like the questions. So since I have no like expectations what's gonna be there, I think it's 4. It wasn't great, but those were good ones. Yes, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I think Sharewell is a good tool, and I'm looking forward to using it more on our projects. So keep up the good work.